Hey guys, welcome back to Emperor, and in this part we continue to build Liangzhou. Now in the previous part, we built out this housing block, got it all stable, and got it all evolved. We also planned out an elite block, but we have a bit of a spy problem where spies are appearing in the city, which doesn't help, does it? When that happens, we're making some money from selling paper and things like that, but the only problem is that we're running out of it, so we're not really getting what we need, which is not helpful. I'm just going to keep an eye out for any further spies, because they are annoying. Making enough money here. I need to import some more silk, not sell so much, because I'm selling too much at the moment. I need to import more silk than this, so let's set it to 8, sorry. Just keep an eye out on the city in case there's any spies. There's a normal person there. A guard there. Here comes one. Where is he going? Wherever he's going, I've caught him. We'll see, but I'm going to have to do something about that because it's getting a bit annoying. This housing will be going up very low. I'm not really going to bother providing wares to this housing area. If I have to, I can just get rid of this and put in a larger square instead. Yen, Yansho, and Lanzhou have all rejected the trade agreement, but I know that Guangzhou will open up. They sell as weapons and rice. I really need to import rice, I think. Do I have the trade post for Chancho down? I'm pretty sure I do. What we're going to do is import rice. Not tons, but we're in a massive debt at the moment for some reason. So what we're going to do is let this run, and I'll come back in once the debt has been cleared. So our debt has started to clear up a bit. It's not going to be completely clear, but if we can import, get more paper into the city, that'll help, because then that'll boost our taxes, because not much paper is getting in, which is not helpful. Our houses have evolved, which is nice, which means we can now put down some extra forts. Let's just turn this around a second. Come on. And we'll just put 2 of them down. I don't think we can put any more. Nope. No more forts, that's okay. I'm pretty sure some cities buy lacquer. Let's just have a quick look. I know people sell lacquer, but I want to see if I can import lacquer and sell it off. Loads of people buy lacquerware, which is kind of useful, but I really want to export lacquerware. So we can export lacquerware to Guangzhou. Let's go ahead and just start trading with Guangzhou here, because we've got a lot of... can I get this out of the way? No, that's going to be bad harmony. Oh, what a shame. Is there anywhere else I can put this? Maybe not there, because that's kind of crammed in. A lot of this is not helpful because it's in the wrong places, and it looks as if we've got some houses randomly devolving because of no food, which is strange, because they should have food. Let's just start advertising food, since there's plenty of that in. Who are we trading with that sells rice? Let's import rice from Chancho. We'll just import the full 12. We're importing some weapons, which is going into the city, and we're going to set this up to get rice, because we're going to need rice. We don't have enough food in the city at the moment, which is strange, because you'd think that there would be plenty of food in the city, but that's the way it goes. We're just keeping an eye out for any possible spies. Don't think there's any in the city. We've got loads of money all of a sudden again. Let's see, can I just destroy some of this road? Let's just pause. Just destroy some of this. Oh, this is all in the way. Come on, get out of the way. No, I've got to put that. Go and shift. Let's put that. Oh, I can't put over animal breeding grounds. Okay, fine. Can I put it there? No, not there. Okay, so that's an animal breeding ground, so I can't put that there. Okay, fine. Never mind. It looks as if I can't put this trading post down for Guangzhou at all, because there's no space. Oh, here comes another spy. Goodbye. Looks like we're not going to have any issues with that stuff anymore. I've just realised we're not giving homage to the gods at all. Let's see. Let's give Ziwan Mu. Well, not Nuwa, sorry. Stone. Let's give her 20 salt. That'll get her to please. That'll help her, I think. Hopefully it will.
You all know it's better to
That's
give
just tax
than
collectors
to
disappearing.
receive, especially to me.
I don't think these will get access to tasty food, but we'll see. I very much doubt it though. But we'll see. These houses will start to stabilise and that'll provide us with the food types and that'll sort out our employment issues again. We're importing some rice, which is good. We're selling off lacquerware where possible. We'll also start selling lacquerware to Chang'an. We'll set this up to 220 and import more. Let's import this up to 12 actually. Pretty sure someone buys lacquer. Apparently not, so there's no point. We're selling too much salt to Chengdu, which has run out. Excuse me. Our troops are building up. The reason I'm building more forts is because there's a request for troops to attack Sabi from Chang'an, and obviously we'll want to make sure we have enough for that. It looks as if we're not going to get any more jade, unless there's someone else selling jade. But I don't think there is, it's just Kashgar at the moment, which is a shame, which means I'm going to run out of carved jade. So what I'm going to do is try and get Ziwanmu in here, get her to constantly bless these things to get more jade made, carved jade made, and then we'll be, I think, hunky-dory for that. So I'll keep an eye on the city, obviously, while I wait for that to happen. And I'll start building on this monument, because we've got plenty of stone in stock as well, so I'll let that run. Oh, Chang'an's attacking Sabi, and in the same manner as we don't want our plans to spread. They do take an extremely long time to reach Sabi, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to dispatch troops. We're going to send off the full fort and let the other ones kind of build up. Hopefully that'll be enough to stop any invasions. It doesn't matter if they fail or not, because they still get a really big boost to the ratings, so it doesn't matter. Let's send off the full forts to attack Sabi then. Still working towards trying to get Ziwanmu in the city. It's a bit difficult considering we don't have that much to give. Our income and expenses are kind of balanced, so we're not really gaining very much at the moment. We import just enough to you know, equal it with our stuff. It looks as if we don't import enough jades to have all of them stacked, hence why I want to get Ziwanmu in the city. We're importing lacquer to sell off to other cities because we need to do that. Can I get this up to 225? I can. If we import up to 24 paper in stock, I can sell off excess to other cities because it looks as if we'll need it. And as you can see, we're not really making that much in the way of money. Selling a bit, but not enough. It doesn't matter. Balancing the books is all that matters, so we're getting plenty of stone for this monument. It's mostly just stone, I think, that they use to make. I don't think they actually use wood or anything. If they do, then that would be interesting. Our houses are a bit out of whack at the moment. They're not really getting enough food for some weird reason, because there's plenty here. Let's set this as just get plain food only. You know, there's like tons of food. I'm not sure how that works, but never mind. So again, I'll let this run, build up some forces a bit. Hopefully that'll prevent any invasions happening. I'll keep trying to get Ziwanmu in the city and start blessing jade carvers. Let's give Hongdi 6 canisters of salt. That'll make him contented, which is enough for me. So I'll let this run and I'll come back in if anything interesting happens. Oh, I managed to get Ziwanmu in the city here. That's perfect. Now, where are you? Come over here. I want you to come and bless some jade carvers because they have like no jade in them at all. I'm importing loads of tea now from various cities. I know I'm importing more than what I can produce, but import and all that. I'm importing up to a max so that there's 36 in stock, so I can mark it up to Kashgar and sell like loads off to them. Because like we really need the money. I don't think we have Sun Tzu in this city in terms of a god. No, it's just Mencius. Okay, fine. I actually should try and get Mencius in this city and see what whether I could get a good blessing out of him. Hopefully I can. We're importing a lot more tea than we can, but it doesn't matter. Does anyone else sell tea? I can import tea from Liangzhou. I really need to find more people selling me tea. I can import tea from Chang'an. I can import tea from Chengdu. I need to really find out how much their trade quantities are for Liangzhou, so I'll try and get that opened up as well. I don't think I'll need it, because once the taxation starts to happen, then that'll be fine. Once this house, it just kind of fucking stabilises, because it's not. I think what I'm going to do is stop having tea in the city for a bit. Let's just stabilise the food supply with 2 of these. Hopefully that'll boost it up a bit. Now where's Ziwamu? Is she... Let's just get her there. Bless. Bless. There we go. And there's another one, okay. And I think I'll send her down to contented, yeah, so that's got her used up. Her blessings have kind of blessed that a bit, which is helpful. So, a vessel for Chagan, they want some salt, let's give it to them. The troops are going way off, or up here for some reason to Sabi, I'm not sure why, but... Oh well, if that's what they want to do, that's fine. The houses are now starting to evolve here, that's good. It looks as if I won't be able to provide tea very well until I can get really high stocks of food in this city. But if we can evolve this up, it'll help. If I have to, what I'll do is I'll just put down the stuff here, because we've provided everything in general cases anyway. I just need to put down maybe a well or something. What I'll do is I'll just drag this road out like this instead, which will provide us that option to put down the Confucian Academy and things like that. We'll just do that and put down a well. Then that'll provide us the ability to put down more houses if we really need it in this way, because this is all provided with everything it needs in any case, so I'm not too bothered. So again, I'll let this run, try to stabilise the city a bit. We've got loads of food in stock, obviously that'll have to be destroyed so I can provide tea, so let's just get rid of that and put down a tea shop. So we've only got 712, but that's okay. If we need to put down more houses, then so be it. Let's just put down some of these just to kind of boost it a bit, like so. There we go, that's that involved. So I'll let this run, I'll come back in if anything interesting happens. Oh, unfortunately, the troops that we sent to defeat Sabi weren't strong enough, but we're still very pleasant with them in any case. I've replaced this single common market square with a grand market square so I can provide wares. I might have to import really ridiculous amounts or stop selling so much to other cities. Let's stop selling lacquerware to Chang'an because we don't really need to do that at the moment. We're not importing enough in any case to keep that stable. I realised that I think the reason I wasn't making much money is because I didn't put down the mint, which was a dumb thing for me to do. The only problem is that they're way over here for the copper, which doesn't help. So let's see, we'll be able to get some food into this and start evolving this. Why is that not evolving? Is it just because of the thingy? I'm going to actually destroy some of this here to see if that'll... let's just get rid of that. That's still irrigated, okay. What I'll do is I'll put kind of a bit of a wall down like this. Like so. And that'll make it boost it up a bit, which will help. Looks as if the spy's kind of gone, unless I'm not noticing the spy for whatever it's trying to do to the city, and maybe I'm just not noticing it out here or something. So we're making enough stone. That's all the stone, the first lot of stone done. We're not getting enough tea in the city for some reason. I think it's because we're starting to sell that off too. I need to really get this trade route with Chang'an opened. Not Chang'an. Liangzhou, sorry. Let's send them... What have we got? We've got some carved jade. Let's send 4 jade carvings. That'll almost certainly get them to the right level. And what I'll do is I'll just kind of stuff it up here or something. And let's just move that over like so. I would have to say that this is certainly not one of my better blocks. I have to say this is quite a shite block for Elite House. I'm just dumping it down just to have something there, just as long as it's there. So yeah, I'll let this run again. Start producing. We've got like loads of paper now, so that's not going to be a problem. Let's start selling some excess to Chang'an because we've got like loads of it in stock. Let's set this up to 135. I don't think we need to really set it up any higher than this. If so, then so be it. I'll keep checking it though because we're selling paper back to ourselves almost, so I need to keep an eye on that in case that has any negative repercussions. So I'll let this run again and come back in if anything interesting happens. So I managed to get Liangzhou up to respectful, so let's open trade with them and start importing some extra tea. This house is kind of destabilised because they can't get tea anymore for some reason, which will help because then I'll not have to get tea any further from another city, and I can just have all the tea used for the city going here, which will help because then that'll stabilise the city pretty much. This isn't going to get access to tea. I'm just going to kind of basically boost it almost with. This is just to kind of boost this because it's not really working out very well. So these haven't got access to an acrobat for some reason. I think it's because the supplies all kind of gone in. And the guys are going right through everything, which is weird when it happens like that. So Liangzhou should now open trade with us, which will help. We had to send them weapons, which wasn't the best thing to do, but who cares? This is going to just be ornate apartments. I'm not going to give tea yet, not until I can get a stable supply of it in the city. For now, stabilising the food is a bit more important. So we're not going to provide tea to anyone. We're not really importing enough lacquerware to provide to all the people that need it. So let's just set this to 2 for Kashgar, and then we could maybe sort that out a bit. So again, I'm going to come back in once this is all stabilised, and hopefully we'll get tea into the city. So the trade route of Liangzhou opened up, and they sell us rice and tea. They only sell us 12, but that's okay because that'll stabilise this. And it means I won't have to have them go across country to go and get tea and rice anymore. That'll help everything out immensely. And I'll stabilise this as well. Hopefully I'll get the tea into this. By importing some tea, that should help. I've got a bit too much food in this, but it's okay. I'm going to get rid of that one there. I'm going to replace it with a tea shop, and now they won't have to go and get tea, which helps. Let's get Huang Di a bit happier with hemp. That'll help. We've got a big supply of hemp in any case. Plenty of food to get into the city. Hopefully this one thing will sort itself out eventually. We'll import some tea and rice, which will basically help the city in all sorts of ways. It means they won't have to go so far to get rice, which will help. Not really getting wares. I really wanted wares in this city. The only problem is that I have to go quite some distance. Anyway, I'll let this run again. There's nothing really to do. I just have to wait for the wall to complete. And here comes back the defeated warriors. I think there'll be like loads of deaths in that one. Foreign Airstrike wants to give me tea. How nice. And we lost loads of them. That's quite a big loss that we sustained there. I'm just going to put down a bad harmony warehouse here just to accept this gift of tea that I've got from Chang'an, just to get rid of it really, just because it's got no other place in the city. We're getting enough food now, which is good. This is not going to get access to tea at all. I'm just going to provide it to this block here. Still not getting wares in this one, unfortunately. Oh, it's because I'm not getting any. It's ridiculous. I should have noticed that I didn't do that. I've just got to wait for them to import the wares, and that'll help. It looks as if we're making plenty of money. Here's a gift of tea, that's helpful. I don't want the tea going in here. Let's just set this to don't accept, and that'll get rid of it out of the system. Food is glitching out again. Don't see how that can be, but who cares? Plenty of food now in the system, that's good. I think it's because there's so much food needed by the occupants that it runs out quickly before doing the full loop. Yeah, I think it's just because of that. If I have to, I'll just put down another, maybe like, I don't know where I would be able to put one, but I could just maybe put another market square down, I don't know. It's not such a big deal since there's so much food in the city. In any case, they'll replenish it quickly enough. I mean, again, 600 at once, that's a lot. And I'll keep all of this pretty much stable for the remainder of the game. We're now past 10,000 finally in our cash. It's taken quite a while to reach that, I have to admit. So, since there's nothing else to do, I'll keep importing the weapons to stabilise this. I don't think when these evolve to humble compounds that we'll be able to get infantry, but who cares. So, I'll let this run and I'll come back in when the wall's nearly complete. Our housing is a bit erratic again. I've set this just to get minimum plain food, and that means that they'll always get 2 food types, but they'll always, they're desiring appetizing, but they'll always try to get at least 2 food types, which will stabilize this tiny little corner, which doesn't seem to want to get anything. It looks as if we need 260 more people to stabilize this 100 labor shortage, but never mind. I provided this area with tea now. These have evolved to impressive compounds. The only thing stopping them from evolving any further is that they need drama access, and I can't really provide that because there's nowhere to put the drama stall at all. All of this is by feng shui for the theatre pavilion, so no. They can just stay at that level. The 5 forts is enough. You don't really need more than this, to be honest with you. If I need to, I could just turn off some of these salt mines if I've got some labour problems. I'm making plenty of salt, which is basically making up our main export. Our main trading partners, we have 6, that's not too bad. So I'll kind of let the city run on a bit longer, stockpile far more stone in the city, and I'll come back in later. I don't think we'll need game meat anymore, so I might just get rid of that completely, because it looks as if it's not getting into the city. I'll just get rid of that, because we don't really need it. We've got military wheat, an import, and salt, so that's okay. So I'll let this run and come back in near the end. Oh, Kashgar wants to buy far more salt now, that'll help. Let's boost the salt quantity to 24. I've got Ziwanbu back in here because I'm going to bless all these jade carvers, which will provide us more jade, carved jade to sell. There we go, done. She's contented, and you can just dismiss. And we'll make a large supply of carved jade to sell it off as well as selling more salt. I've decided that this housing block is no longer getting tea because I can't stabilise the city as a result. This just keeps getting no food, and then it ends up causing houses to devolve, and it's just completely unstable as a result. So I'm just going to have everything in 8 apartments. The only houses that are going to be luxurious apartments are these little corner ones here. I don't really need to do more than that. All the stuff's gone in, which is good. Can we put down another Mason's Guilds just here? That'll try and boost this up a bit. So there's nothing for me to do now. I'll just let this run. I'll come back in when the monument is complete. Oh, Chang'an's got another festival. I'm going to take it that this is a repeating event to make sure you've got salt. What I'm basically doing is gouging everyone out of cash. I've marked up the price to loads of cities for salt up by 15. So it was 40, now it's 55. I'm selling tea at like 80. And it imports at something like 55. So it's pretty big markup that I'm putting on it. I'm putting 25 markup. I'm not going to bother with carved jade because there's no point, because it's like you get tons of money for that in any case. It's not like you import that. I mean, I could mark that up really sillily just to see what happens, but I doubt it's going to do anything good. So pretty much our city's stable at this level. We can't really get any more people working, so what I might have to do is just delete some or just turn off certain buildings to try and just improve the situation, but I don't think I'm too bothered now about it because we're making loads of money. It's not a big deal. The only thing I'm waiting for is the monument, so I'll let that run on continually and come back in when it's done. Oh, this is a new request. Chang'an wants to store, but I've got like tons. I've got like 64 blocks or something ridiculous. Let me just have a quick look. Yeah, I've got like tons. They need 36 blocks of stone. All of this will be enough. I'm producing far too much stone at this rate, but who cares? So it is pretty much stable, and I thought I heard something collapse there. Maybe it was just my imagination. It looks like this is run out of tasty food. Not too good. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 food types. If I have to, I'll just import another food type, maybe open a trade route with Liangzhou to get cabbage or something. I don't really see the purpose of that, but who cares? I do need to get more food in the city. I'm only importing rice and making all the other stuff, which doesn't help. Did this only get... Yeah, let's just say it's the tasty food, so they always get tasty food. Because it looks as if they're not getting the right level. Actually, we need to leave that in. Oh yeah, there, we've got tasty food now. And that'll evolve this back up. It doesn't affect this, but who cares? I'm not importing any more weapons, so let's just sort of set that to like that. So I've got Ziwanbu in the city. Well, I was trying to get in, but I don't think she's come yet. So again, let this run. The monument should be completing very shortly. Oh, it looks as if we're being asked to send more troops to help Chang'an attack Sabi. It looks as if we've got plenty of forts, so I'm just going to send 3 of them, just because that's a silly amount, and I should have no trouble. I just noticed that for some reason we're now having to import paper at 171 strings of cash, and silk is like 259. I think they're getting a bit upset that we're having to send so much. We're having to gouge our neighbours, but It makes us a profit. And why is silk such a high priced item? Can we change that? It looks as if the max price that they'll pay is 450 for silk and 420 for lacquerware. How much does our weapons cost to import? 120. I find that rather amusing that they'll import that much and we're not at, they'll import for that cost, but it doesn't really matter because no one needs it, but who cares. I've had to stop exporting paper because the tax office and the Confucian Academy just aren't getting any paper at the moment. The only one that's getting paper is this one tax office in this block, which doesn't help in any case at all. How much does it cost now to import salt? That would be nice to know, but I don't think we're going to get to know that item, but never mind. Hopefully this will kind of restabilise itself. I'm not sure why that's so high, but maybe we can sort it by playing around with the options here. Maybe setting this way down low instead of so high. Let's just set this down to like 300 and see if this affects anything. It's 450 at last check. We'll set this down to about similar. We'll not pay any more than 300 for it. So that was 420, that was 450. So I'll keep an eye on that while I wait for the monument to complete because it's still got a long time to go. Oh, sachets, they want two sachets of tea, but they make it. Who cares? There you go, you got your tea. Right, I'll let this run again. I'll come back in once our troops have returned, hopefully with good news. So the monument's almost completed actually. I didn't realise we were so close to completing it. It actually casts a shadow, which actually looks quite nice, I have to say. I got rid of all of this stonework stuff because we didn't need it anymore. So yeah, that kind of helps. So we're making a bit of money obviously from selling all this tea, salt, and God knows what else to people. It really is a case of, for this one, what you need to do is establish a military and a carved jade industry really quickly. The only problem is that you can only import like 12 jade from Kashgar, which doesn't really help, and for some reason they're selling that at 120, which has gone up from 95. Strange. And this thing with the 259s never really fixed itself, neither is the 171 paper. But never mind, it doesn't matter. So I like this mission in the sense that there's a lot of challenges involved in building this wall. It's not as simple as just building a wall. And I know that it says like 5 trading partners. It's a lot more difficult than just getting 5 trading partners. You need to make money, and a lot of it. If you're having trouble getting carved jade, one thing I would recommend doing is putting down a Daoist temple, and then just basically getting Zimamu in the city, and then blessing these things, and that'll produce loads of carved jade. If you can put down about 6 or 8 of these, you'll be able to produce enough carved jade to fill up one warehouse, for which you could just give it all off to the to Chang'an, for example. Our troops have never returned, and I don't think they're going to return. Oh no, they're coming home now. Did they like us? They only said that they were happy for the tea that I sent them, but they haven't sent anything back about anything else. 7 bases will complete this this monument, hopefully, and hopefully we'll hear back from Thingamabob sooner or later about what happened with that battle. 3 maces left and then we'll be fine. We've got 25,000 strings of cash, so we kind of made a return on our starting cash, which was 18,500, so it's not been too bad. And I think having this mint helps quite a bit, because then you can make more money off of selling stuff. Maybe that's why these have gone up. Maybe that's why that's happened. I might test that just by destroying this mint and just see what happens to the prices. It might affect them, I think. I don't know. I know it affects the export price, but I'm not sure if it affects the import price. It might do. I'm going to get rid of these all of these labourers' camps. I'll put this down to normal, that'll help. Let's just enable some of these salt mines again, just to kind of get rid of that lost employment. Now hopefully these troops will return. I don't think they're going to return in time for the mission's completion, but who cares. Last thing coming over. Don't bother with this salt stuff here, because there's the only thing you should go onto this side for is if you want to make loads and loads of game meat, because most of the Saiga antelopes are over here, There's a little bit over here, but you'll eventually end up blocking it in, unless you choose to do something different by putting the trading posts away over here, for example, and having all the trading happening in this corner over here. You might be able to get away with that. One mason left. Let's just take one save. The only save that I've actually taken throughout the part, to be honest with you. And our stone wall is now complete. Oh, give me the notice. Oh, what? It's not complete. Oh, it needs to store for the gatehouse. Fuck, that was a fail. Let me just quickly produce that 10 stone or whatever it was that it needed. Let's just do 2 of these. Quickly make that. I forgot that the gatehouse needs to be done, so let's get that done. I'll come back in once that's done. I thought I'd completed the mission quickly. Apparently not. So I've managed to get Mencius to the city. I want to just remind you that if you're not really making much profit off of barter, what you can do is just get Mencius in here. Because while he's in the city, traders appear more frequently, so you'll make much more of a profit as a result. It looks as if we don't have as many people as we did before, but it doesn't matter. Oh, our victorious warriors returned, and they were victorious. Did we get loads of weapons? I don't think we got anything from that, but I'm not sure. We lost a lot of troops though, that's the only thing. They're going kind of around in circles here. Let's just kind of separate these guys. So we lost about half of our troops in each of them, it looks like. Yeah, so we lost a lot of troops that time around, so never mind. I'm going to just go and bless this trading post for Kashgar. Actually, let's not bless him, let's bless this one instead, this one for Chang'an. And bless, there we go. Now, let's see if this does anything, because I want to see how much profit extra we get from this, because it'll be interesting to note. So we've got 2 trading posts from Chengdu. They appear a lot more frequently as a result of that. The stone's still not really coming, so that's okay. Let's set this up to 8 to see if we can get a noticeable boost from this, because I want to see what it does. Here comes the Chang'an one.
Finally arrived.
So we're making we normally sell it at 230, so I want to see what happens when Chang'an buys some stuff. It goes up actually considerably more as a result of Mencius blessing that, so yeah, that went up a lot quicker because I had Mencius here. So if you're having trouble making money, put down maybe just one elite house. It doesn't really matter as long as one of them exists. Put down a Confucian Academy and then summon Mencius. The Confucian Academy doesn't actually need to be placed just for it to evolve. As long as the Confucian Academy is placed in an elite house that's been served by it, that's all that matters. So they need 10 blocks of stone. I've got this stockpile so I can just dump it at once. So yeah, I'll come back in once the monument is complete. So the towers are kind of done. There's 1, 2, 3. There must be a couple of this really long straight section. It wouldn't make much sense if there weren't. Let's see. There's no towers up here for some weirdo reason. I'm not actually sure why that is, but who cares? He's coming back just to kind of dump himself back in. 1 mason left. 1 Happy New Year, don't care. So put a tower here. There must be another one down at this bottom end. Maybe there is one up here. No, there isn't. It's just this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towers and a gatehouse. It seems self-explanatory. 2 blocks of stone and that'll be this gatehouse then. Yeah, so it's a kind of a tip for this one. Keep the city small. Don't really build too much. This middle section between the 2 oases makes a good farming area. This bit down here kind of makes a good place for some elite houses. You do need elite houses if you want Confucian academies down. Well, you don't need it. You need elite houses to summon Mencius, and you'll need him. Almost certainly, without a doubt, you'll need Mencius in this one. And there we go, the Great Wall is complete. Your enemies are... It's just the same message, okay. So, that's it done with Liangzhou and completed this... Oh, who does it worship? Hongdi and Guandi are both going out to Exalted because of the stone Great Wall, so that's actually perfect. It must be just all Great Walls are like that. So that's good. So this is completed Liangzhou, finally. Took a while I think in this one. Come on, complete. Don't need to be hanging around here any longer than I need to. All our goals are complete. This nice wall just looks so much nicer. It actually looks more like what it should do. And I like the shadow effect. It's actually quite nice that they have that, in my opinion. There we go, we're done.
Your devotion to duty is most commendable. Our new, stronger, stone-faced Great Wall now stands majestically where once only mounds of earth vainly attempted to hold back the barbarian hordes. However, it now appears that it is not from without that the greatest threat to our Sui dynasty arises, but rather from within. The many labor-intensive projects and the resultant high taxes have eaten away at the goodwill of the people, much as a silkworm slowly eats a mulberry leaf. Criminals run rampant in the streets of the capital. There is even talk of rebellion. The Sui dynasty, though glorious, may prove to be rather short-lived.
Unfortunately, it is short-lived. So the Sui Dynasty ends here, but the campaign section of this game does not. In the next video, we're going to head to Nia, build up a hamlet kind of thing in another desert mission, but it's part of the Tang Dynasty. So I'll see you there in the next video. Bye now.